halfway through the week, so let's take time to look at your real estate real talk. So a major component when buying a home is, of course, your down payment. It can be a big challenge, but did you know there's actually free money out there that can help you? Realtor Keri White joining me right now to talk about down payment assistance programs. I have to say, Keri, I did not know this information. I'm sure there's a lot of people that didn't.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, down payments is one of the number one things that stops people from jumping into home buying. They just think, I don't have enough money. I don't even know where to start. So I'm glad we're talking about it today.
Correct. That is a really common thing to think. So can anyone take advantage of these programs that we're talking about, or are there certain qualifications?
Of course, yeah, good place to start. So qualifying for this type of financial assistance, it depends on a few details, of course. It's different from a mortgage. They have different qualification sets, but your income is one of them, your profession, your racial background, if you have a disability, if you've served in the military, that's a big one, especially for VA loans. And sometimes where you want to purchase goes into play for these type of down payment assistance programs. So yes, there's definitely a list of criteria that they're looking at when offering these.
And another important question here that probably a lot of people want to know when they apply, how much money can you typically get?
Right. Well, we need quite a bit of money to buy a house. Sometimes it's just a few $100, but in most cases it can be tens of thousands. It really just depends on the type of loans. So, where you're getting it from is the government can give you a grant, they can give you a forgivable loan, they can give you a deferred payment loan or a no interest loan. But depending on how much money you get could also depend on the type of loan. Like maybe they're just giving you free money, or maybe this is money that you have to somehow give back, which we'd prefer the former over the latter, of course.
Yes, of course. Okay, so who is offering these programs and how many are out there for us to kind of choose from so we could see which one works best for us?
Right. And what's interesting, work, your profession, they can actually offer some of these types of loan programs. So definitely start there. Also take a look at realtor.com nationwide website and your state department's housing website. It can be a little difficult sifting through those sites, but I think they make it that way when they're giving out free money. But it's worth the time to do the research. But definitely you're looking at your federal, your state, your regional, and local programs. There actually are over 2,000 of these programs to choose from.
That is a lot. And I'm sure, as you just mentioned, free money. People out there probably wondering, is there a catch to any of these programs?
Not really, but at the end of the day, the fine print is really important. Sometimes they actually require you to do housing counseling on it to make sure that you are prepared and qualified emotionally to have this free money. And keep in mind that even with the qualifications of these down payment assistance programs, you're always having to qualify for a mortgage itself. So it's like a double whammy.
So let's highlight that right now. This is a little different. This is much different from a mortgage, right? Because you also need to qualify for that as well. Are there any options out there for people to help?
Yes, and I had to get a rental car yesterday, and this lovely gentleman helping me is actually looking for a home, and he's like, what can I do with little down? And we talked to a lender, and right now you can actually do 0 to 3% down, very, very low down payments on home purchases. There are programs out there that are just a simple mortgage. So start there with your lender. Most people don't talk about anything but even a 10 to 20% down loan. So take a look at local lenders that you work with, because you could be able to do 0 to 3% down, which would get you into that dream home, as we always say, is the number one priority.
All right. Thanks for always breaking it down so easy for us, Keri. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, you can follow Keri on Instagram at KeriAnnKeriAnn. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Get all the information that you need right there. Keri White Real Estate. We'll see you next week.